to Framework Fortune. I'm your host, Ben, and welcome back, everybody, in the amazing Framework Fortune community, all you individuals. Let's get into some live trading here. Let's see what is happening today around the market. Alright, so first let's take a look at the futures. See, we got Bitcoin right under 40, Ethereum right under 3, the dollar index at 100, gold still rising at 1983, coming close to that 2000 area. NQ's trying to get back under 14,000. We're going to look at that closer, but I don't think the NQ is going to rebound. Oil hanging around 103, silver pushing 26. Right this second, actually. Dollar strengthening against all the other fiat currencies except for the ruble, losing ground again against the Russian ruble. So that's interesting. Okay, so see ATER, that's still moving. Supposedly a short squeeze candidate running into the 200. Got to break, what, 650? Yeah, 650. I'll keep a watch on that. It's hit that 200 3 times, though. So if it doesn't break 650 this time and hold above it, it's probably going to get a rejection. DRD is a gold stock. I'll take it back off. I'm just keeping it on there for now, but no volume on it. I did have to get out of HYMC, kind of coming back down to my entry. So I did not want to take a big loss on that. I was expecting it to push this morning with gold being up, but a lot of well, they did a common share offering for one, so I want to wait and see how that affects the price as well. But with gold pushing up, HYMC should be pushing up, and it's not. So there's some shenanigans going on there. We do have INDO, went on a nice rebound Friday. Up there testing that 25 area again. I do have one share of it. I started building a position on Friday. Or actually Thursday, I bought it at 1587. I was going to build my position. I didn't think the INDO would be ripping on Friday. I thought it was going to rip more today. So I didn't really get a chance to get much more than that. But, you know, maybe we'll keep an eye. We'll see what happens. Alright, let's go through the scanners. See, oil is actually showing 107 right now. So, okay, let's see what we got here on the low float. That's a gap up. I'm guessing that was a... Yeah, they're going private, so no reason to trade that. AGR, nothing there. Clue, nothing there. ENSV, that is one of the oil plays that ripped last time, so we'll keep that on watch. This has went straight up and got halted. Very low float. They're doing a acquisition to merge with Iconic Holdings. So it's a merger. That's pretty good news normally. It is above all EMAs since it's ripped. I'd like to see a little pullback on this, but I really like the way this is looking. Let's see. I want to see some type of pullback though. We're running into, let's see, 11 was resistance there. This thing could get all the way back up to at least 15. But Last time it ripped all the way up to 26. And we got this perfect little, if I can get this this thing to work. There we go. Perfect little straight up channel. It's kind of making more of a point. Alright, I like this play. I'm going to keep a very close eye on it. See the mid floats, anything going on there. We got CEI, another oil play pushing up a little bit. We'll put CEI on watch. CASA. Verizon's going to took 10% stake in this company, so that's why that's ripping. We'll keep that on watch. Yeah, CASA's getting a lot of the into. Oh yeah, that's that one. Forge, that was the one I was talking about a couple weeks ago. That one's starting to come back alive. HNRG, what is that? I don't like that. EGY, that's just hit a high year. Possibly, is this oil? Valco Energy, successful drilling. Yep, that's an oil play. Hit a high year at 796. If it breaks 8, it could move. Also pays a dividend. CEI is the top. So what's HNRG? We looked at that. EGY was already on the scanner. Okay. Alright. I think it's pretty clear oil stocks are warming back up. At least that seems to be the case. Yeah, that NQ trying to get back up to 1400. 1400 was holding as support. Now is acting as resistance. So we'll probably, I don't know, we may see a little bounce off of this area, but if we don't, we're going all the way down to 13. Inflation is raging. Now inflation is raging. CEI might be a possible play, as it is broken back. Let me look at this on this daily chart. Well, yeah, possibly. Let's see, we got this downtrend. So where's that downtrend at? About $1.50. So there's some room there. Same nice little channel. This ESS is starting to break the top of that channel. I think I'm gonna go on this. Grab 10 shares here. See if this thing starts popping or not. Trying to break the top there. We gotta see a break over 1150. And go into our chart here. 10 days all the way back down at 1075. Let's see, we're testing 1140 now, over 1140. Hitting okay through 1145. Let's see what 1150 looks like. I'm in at 1131. Yeah, I got a nice entry right on that break. It'd been a better entry to get it on the actual trend line at 11, but I'll take it at 1131 if it can break us. Come on, let's see how 1150 on that ask. Let's see what we're looking like. Nice opening outside of the channel. We don't want it to pull back into the channel though. We want to see an actual. Yeah, we didn't quite get to 1157. Or 1150. I'm sorry. We hit 1147, but we didn't quite get to 1150. So that's a little concerning. We'll see. You know, this thing's a lot more buying and selling going on at the moment. So we'll see if it can hold up still. I may end up adding to possibly if it comes back down. Buyers trying to hold it above 1130. Unable to at the moment. $11.25 holding strong. All right. Well, how was everybody's Easter weekend, holiday weekend, whatever it is you celebrate? Did you have a good weekend? Did you have a good break from the market? Are you nice and fired up, ready to go this week? We don't want to lose our momentum. Let's see. Yeah, Cass is way too far up for me. No, just hold it right now. Okay, 1125, losing a little bit of footing as support, as that floor. Go ahead and remove that top channel for now. Now CEI doing. Ooh, CEI is looking very interesting. Don't wanna hop in 100 shares on this on CEI. CEI looking like it might want to test 110. See, where's it at on the daily chart? Oh yeah, it's got all that room up to. Yeah, I'm gonna keep a very close eye on CEI. If it continues to hold above $1. Yeah, because it hasn't been over $1 since March when it shot up to 184. INDO still consolidating nicely. gotta see what is going to happen with this consolidation. Come on, there we go. ESSS, that pulled all the way back down to the trend line. Needs to hold above 11. Are you going to give up here? Is that all you had? Maybe so. It might have been 1150. Like I said, was previous resistance before on the chart. So that thing may be giving up. We'll see. It's still consolidating though, so I don't like the hour having that big wick, but there's still 40 minutes left in this hour candle, so no reason to worry about it at the moment. You know what? I'm going to go on CEI. I'm going to grab 100 shares. Got them at 104.5. So I'm just looking at this hour chart, and like I said, we got 40 minutes left. All CEI has to do, which it is a higher float stock, it does take a little bit to push it, but all it has to do is just pop up 5 cents and break 110, the top of this channel, and it could start moving on up. Probably at 125 area, especially with oil. Yeah, oil's still pushing up to 107. See, ESS, what was ESS though? What kind of company is this? It's an acquisition corp. That doesn't tell us much. But with oil starting to heat up, this may lose attention. Yeah, look at man, look at all this volume starting to come back in on oil today. Oil hitting that high of 108. It ran into some resistance a little bit earlier. I believe that's sometime in early morning when the futures opened. Oil was pushing up, but okay, so CEI still looking fine. I like this hour too because the 200, the 50, and the 10-day are all where they should be, and CEI is bullish above all of them. Let's go check on ESSS, make sure this thing ain't dying yet. No, still holding that 11 area. So far. So I've only got 10 shares. If it was to drop 10.75, 60 cents, I could actually hold this 10 shares down to the 10-day. Risk about $6, but I don't know if I want to do all that. EGY just touched that $8 area. So that's going to try to test. On the 1 hour chart, looking pretty strong here. Got an uptrend right on that play as well. So both, that could be a play. If it breaks 8, looking very close to trying. This is a oil play. March 11th, they announced successful drilling of a well. So, or April 11th, I'm sorry, not March 11th. So, that type of news is definitely could pop. And oil running at the same time. Why? Not a lot of shares in this thing either. The only thing that I don't like is Jim Cramer apparently was talking about it. I don't like when Jim Cramer talks about stocks. If he's talking about them, I usually don't want to know anything to do with them. How's Twitter today after all this nonsense? What is it doing? What is that, Debbie? Was it Twit? You know what? This way. Marps is another oil play to keep on watch. Oh, yes. TWTR. Oh, TWTR. So, is Twitter still not doing much? Could never hold up over 50. Yeah, with all this craziness going on with Twitter, it's a dangerous. I mean, I put that video out, and I don't know. You know, maybe Twitter ends up running, and people make money. But then again, you know, who knows what's going to happen with all the big players that are messing with Twitter right now. So that's the thing that worries me. CEI is starting to push up, breaking 105 right now. Got some nice buying coming in. Looks like it wants to try to push to the top at 110. Oil's pushing. ESSE starting to crack that 11. I'm just going to get out of this. Well, let me give it a second, see if it's going to hold 11. But it's obviously, it's turning into a hot oil market. And this is not an oil play, so I don't want to be in it if it's not an oil play. Let's see if it can get back. If it holds 11, then I'll hold it. Where did that drop to? 1092. So it's trying to hold 11 though. $10.90. What is that? $10.90. You know what? I'm just gonna put a stop loss in on this. Right at 1088. If it cracks below 1090, I'll be out of it. I'll give it a shot to try to hold up, but I think, let's see, is the NQ starting to drop? Yeah, NQ starting to drop, and when that's why oil's running, so that's probably going to be a dead play in a second on ESSC. Now with all the oil starting to get crazy. I was trying to hold it. Whatever. I don't care. I'm more interested in CEI right now. With oil breaking out. Morning, Stocks and Chumps. Good morning, One Life. Good evening, Lori Lee. I'm doing good. How are you, Lori? How was everybody's weekend? Yeah, I just got stopped out on ESCC. Yeah, it's a little $4 loss there. But cracking that trend line, and like I said, it's not an oil play. It was good news. Mergers are usually good news, but now with oil breaking out, that's all eyes are starting to go over to oil. Gold may be breaking out here in just a second. Following oil, bouncing off the bottom of this trend line right now, only $10 away for another test of 2,000. See, this might start dropping as well because this is a tech. This is a tech company. So if oil starts getting all the attention, see ENSV is another possible play for oil. It's not getting any volume yet, but well, where's Hussa? Where's old Hussa at? Let's put Hussa on watch. Hussa should be on watch. Wow, Hussa looks ugly. Well, actually, it doesn't look that bad. Go back into the hour chart. No, it's consolidating. Sit on this hour chart. Easy consolidation at $5. Hussa rebreaks 5, and that's going to run more than likely if oil's running. Perfect sideways channel. So it's tested the top of the channel twice, tested the bottom of the channel 3 times, 4 times you could say, but I'm just going to say this is a test. So triple bottom there on the 15-minute. NQ's still eating it a little bit there. INDL. Oh, INDL is about to break out. Test of 25 coming. Let's see if big volume starts to come in. Remember, INDL is the biggest ripper so far we've had in the oil market. And is also very, very low float. What's up, DB? Good morning, John. Good afternoon, Robin. Well, Monday at the moment for me is just kind of going sideways as I'm now just in oil plays, focused on them since oil decided to swing up here. See, where's my... Wait a minute, where did my trading view go? Oh, here it is. It was out by itself, wondering, floating around on my desktop. Okay, a little pullback on CEI, not a big deal. CEI is kind of going to probably be a slow mover because of how big the float is. So I'll probably end up holding this one most of the day. As long as it's holding above $1, if for some reason oil decides to turn around real hard and start dropping, it could drop back down to that 95-cent area. Yeah, INDO coming in right now hot on 25. Yeah, I believe, yeah, that's a good metaphor. One life for INDO. It is looking possibly real spicy here. This 1 hour chart looks fantastic. You see all these little pushes down, these wicks where the sellers were selling but buyers was coming in. Now we're coming up and we just got to break at 25. There's about 11-cent spread right now at the second. 24.89 bid, 25 ask. And now it's starting to get a little wonky, but this thing's so low float. The spread now the spread's about 25 cents, 24.75. Now it's 30 cents. So as low float as it is, the spread's going to change like crazy. It's going to be moving around. Especially as more volume comes in, that spread could get real nuts, and then that's when we see the big moves. Is when people start buying the ask when there's a huge difference between the spread. Like right now, is still about 25-30 cent, but if we get up to like a 60 to dollar spread, that would be crazy. We are getting a little rejection there. Let's check the oil. Oil's just oil's just having a little pullback. That's all right. All right, guys. I will be right back. Give me just a few minutes. All right. Let's see here. Where are we at on everything? Up, CEI just had a pullback to $1. INDO with a little pullback too. Alpha oil. I ain't too worried about this little pullback because on the daily chart, oil has broken over this downtrend. Just basically today looks like it's going to try to confirm the downtrend. We're getting a lot of indecision across the market. I can feel it just because of this, like we flop. Of course you are. Of course you're back over 11. So you can see that's starting to pop back over 11, and looks like the NQ is trying to push back up. Maybe that's what's slowing things down. Indecision on the NQ. Let's see. Maybe I should go through and read, see if there's some news. Let me see what we got here. We got a lot of comments. Draven, don't listen to Daniel B. If you want to make it, like, listen to Daniel B tell you that you're not intelligent, just go watch, just pull up Crypto Advocate versus Anti-Crypto on the channel, and you can see Daniel B in live in person in his cute little red sweater in front of his Christmas tree get absolutely destroyed on cryptos and everything. So don't feel bad, man. He likes to take it out on everybody else. Don't even worry about it, driving. He's Daniel B at heart is a sweet boy. He tries to be mean in the big bad Daniel B, but he's sweet boy. He's sweet puppy. Even one live I had to call DB out on that one. One live was like, dude, come on. Oh, boys. Boys. Daniel, yeah, I'm the same way driving, trust me. 3 years of Daniel B trolling me and trying to discredit me and all of that. And he's not the only one. There's been others throughout the years. Daniel B just loves me, so he sticks around. Continues to cause havoc. It's his way of him showing love through the keyboard. That Casa, yeah, everything right now is basically feels like it's frozen. A lot of indecision. All right, let me go through some of these headlines on the NQ and see what's happening around, what they're talking about. If maybe there's something that I don't know about happening, which could be the case because things are happening every 5 minutes now, which is really hard to keep up with everything. And then trying to keep up with SSR Mining closing of Taiga Gold acquisition. Alright, anyway, let me get to the NQ real quick. Let's see what's going on. Maybe I can get through these PRs without losing my mind. Let's see. Starting this morning, we're into a big earnings week. So earnings week, Bond yields resuming to climb, which is not good. When you have when you have inflation going up and bond yields are going, this is like the craziest market ever. Recession fears in stock market. Like I've been saying, we're already in a recession, in my opinion. I think they're just kicking the panic down the road at this point. Let's see, Activision Blizzard. They're something, whatever. Well, it's talking about Netflix. Ain't worried about Netflix. 10-year Treasury. Oh boy. 10-year Treasury yield tops 2.85%. So let me explain why inflation and bond rates going up at the same time is not a good thing for the economy. So all of our debt we owe to most of all the other central banks. The other countries' central banks. Our central bank, they ain't got any money. They're tapped out. So when bond yields are rising, that is the money that we've loaned out. So the bond yield interest is what the other central banks are getting on the money they've loaned us. Well, with those interest rates going up, that means that we've got to pay more percentage of interest back on the 30 trillion in debt, which at the moment we're not even paying the interest, so this is just going to make us go further into debt. But with inflation going up, that brings the purchasing power of the dollar down. So when interest rates are going up and the inflation is going up, what you're going to have is all that money where we were inflating trying to pay off our debt is now not going to pay off our debt whatsoever. And with those interest rates raising at the same time as inflation raising, we are headed for, this is what I was talking about a year ago when I was saying if the feds do anything, they're stuck between a rock and a hard place, because if they let interest rates rise, which like they did, we would see crazy inflation. We're already seeing crazy inflation. But then if the bond rates rise, well, then that's going to cause a lot of problems. That's not what the feds want to see. They're stuck. They're officially stuck between a rock and a hard place, and I believe they've lost all control. There's no way. If bond yields are climbing at the same time as inflation is climbing, we're heading into some rocky economic times. Okay, anyway, let me continue on. Bank of America profit falls less than expected on boosts from loan growth. So as I was just talking about all the debt U.S. is in, you can see Bank of America is making profit. Oh, actually, the way that's reading, okay, they're expected to. So they're expecting, because everybody's broke because of inflation and all the debt, and now interest rates are rising. By the way, mortgage rates just skyrocketed to 5%. So that's also a really hard hit on the housing market, because who is going to want to buy a house with a mortgage with 5% amortized interest? You're going to be paying for 3 houses at 5%. So the demand for houses is about to drop. So this is all not looking good. Those if the bond yields were not raising, would be all right. I think what we're going to see is we're going to see the Feds reverse course. They just started doing all their tapering and all this interest rates trying to raise interest rates and all of that. It's too late. They can't keep this in the box. Yeah, natural gas continue to climb toward 14-year high. Let's see. Don't care about chocolate. Gold prices 2,000 an ounce as or touching 2,000. Let's see the Dow transports when they point to a slowing economy. So a lot of people is starting. Right, look at that. Goldman Sachs sees some risk the U.S. economy will stumble and fall into recession in the next 24 months. I think you're a little late on that one, Goldman Sachs. I agree with you. You're just a little bit late. All right. Oh, come on. All right. Now that's pretty much what's going on. So with yields rising and or not interest, but inflation rising at the same time, this has got everybody sideways. This is why everything's going sideways at the moment. But overall, the path we're continuing down, we're going to see oil, gold, silver, other commodities. Those probably continue to move on up, and you can see that NQ is really struggling to hold even the area it's at. Now, the last thing I'm going to point out on this is I want to read this. So, a retired nurse lost 43,000 to Bitcoin. Watch out for red flags online. So, let's see if she actually lost 43,000 to Bitcoin, because I don't know how you can lose money to a technological a blockchain. I don't know how you could lose money to a blockchain. Let's see. The New York woman didn't lose the money from poor investments, but rather a scam. Oh, so it wasn't to Bitcoin. It was to Bitcoin scammers. She lost 43,000 of her life savings to Bitcoin scammers after transferring the money through a malicious computer pop-up. Well, okay, so that's not Bitcoin's fault at all. That has nothing to do with Bitcoin. You know, you can get scammed by clicking a pop-up. I mean, Citibank gets, Citi and Chase and all of them, they get hacked all the time and people lose money. They're just FDIC insured, so nobody cares. But this is her own error. This is human error. This has nothing to do with Bitcoin. You know, that same thing could happen with anything. You could, I mean, there's Nigerians who were selling houses, pretending to sell houses for like 5 years, and people got scammed on it. So this is a pointed article. This is meant to scare people out of Bitcoin. And that's why I'm saying watch out for the red flags. They should not have said to Bitcoin. This should have said Bitcoin scammer. This is a blatant lie. And I knew that as soon as I saw the way they phrased it. That's why I said to Bitcoin. There's no way you could lose to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not a person. You only lose transactions to another person. You buy, and if you buy and then sell it low, that's how you would lose the money. Of course, just like anything else. So this is a BS article. Just more hit pieces them trying to put on cryptos. I'm not even one to defend Bitcoin. I'm not that bullish on it. However, all right, Draven, have a good one then. Yeah, if you're trading stuff that has a lot of room to fail, I'd be careful. So CI is at that dollar. INDO still at 23. Yeah, I mean, nothing really going on. HYMC still dropping. ESCC right at that area. Let me see. Nothing on that. What's Casa doing? Casa still kind of just hanging out there. That's that tech one though. So, I mean, if the NQ starts to rebound, this could pop. But I don't think the NQ is going to rebound. Twitter getting a little action, not much. let's see, what was that other oil play? Was it EGY? Yeah, EGY is that other oil play. Slowly breaking that $8 area. Hit a new high just now again. Why does this thing move so slow? Looking at ASAN. One life. That's what y'all are looking at. Because I'm just going to hold these oil plays, like I said, probably for a little while. Well, I was already holding that one share of INDO since Thursday, but I'm holding CEI for a little bit. Let me see, how are cryptos doing? Where's Ethereum at? So Ethereum's holding above 29. Bitcoin is still at 39,000, so Bitcoin's still fine. Now, whoa, ASN, what did you got? What do you got? Oh, ASAN, okay, that's, talking about one life. Oh, y'all tripping. Yeah, y'all tripping. Y'all have fun with that. Y'all trying to trade tech under all the EMAs in a falling market. Maybe, I ain't gonna knock the trade. Maybe y'all get it, but that seems risky to me. So I don't want to do with that. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay where the money is at. The money is not in tech, unless it's blockchain tech. That's about it. While I'm sitting here, I got a couple of questions to ask you guys in the community. So, and this is all going to be about the Framework Fortune blockchain project itself. Now, I'm going to put an update video out on the website to explain what has been going on, because it has taken a little bit longer. We're out of Q1, and we didn't get as far along as we wanted to because there was a couple of snags in the token creation process. However, I have learned how to code some blockchain. I'm continuing to learn it. I'm just going to learn how to code all of it, because why not? If something happens, there'll always be need for coders, especially in blockchain. But the first attempt at the coin, or the token, the Framework Fortune token, and our original plan of going with Solana, after further research into Solana, I don't like Solana. So I don't want to put the project starting on Solana's chain. So I don't plan on doing that. However, I've coded a token on Binance that is holding up really well. There was a token I used a token creation service for on Binance, and they ended up scamming me basically. So, well, I don't know for sure if they scammed me or what, but I'm pretty sure it was them. So the new token that currently has been being tested the last couple of weeks is one that I personally coded myself. There is nobody else's fingers who coded that coin. So, actually token. It's on the Binance chain, and I've had it in a liquidity pool, which means that you're basically adding the Framework Fortune coin and BNB, because it's all on Binance, together in a liquidity pair. So there's liquidity in the pool, and the pool has been stable for 2 weeks now. So the only difference is there's only 1 billion supply instead of 10 billion, and instead of it being on Solana, this token is on Binance. Now, I am open to trying to do the whole project in the Cosmos ecosystem. A lot of you, if you don't know much about crypto, I know this is probably really confusing, but the question that I have is everybody okay with starting the project on Binance Chain? Because if everybody's okay with the Binance Chain and everybody is okay with the supply of 1 billion or 10 billion, then we can go ahead and run with the coin, the token that I coded myself on the Binance chain and have been providing liquidity for without any issues. So if you guys are wanting to go with that, we can. If not, I can figure out how to code on a different chain for the beginning of this project. But Binance is super cheap as far as gas fees. Binance and Ethereum have the same coding language, so I could code it on Ethereum, but then the project would have very high gas fees, so I don't really want to do that. So I'm thinking either Binance, we stick with with the coin. I'm not gonna say the ticker symbol because it's a different ticker symbol and it's on the website now, because I don't want nobody to go buy it yet. But if you guys are all fine with Binance Chain, then I will get the smart contract wrote up to do the airdrops for the first 100 members of frameworkfortune.com. And then we're still not quite to 100 members in the Discord, so that airdrop is not ready yet. But the 100 member frameworkfortune.com one, everybody who's signed up there, if that's what everybody wants, if everybody's good with Binance Chain, we'll get the airdrops going here very soon, as well as I can code the layer 2, the pay, what am I thinking of? The learn to earn. I was going to say pay to learn, but pay to learn is what we don't want. We want to stop this whole pay to learn nonsense of paying all these idiots for their courses and books and all of that. I can go ahead and get the layer 2 learn and earn style academy built on Binance probably by the end of this month. And that would put us on track. Actually, that would probably put us a little ahead of track on the Framework Fortune project. No, what do you mean you already bought your first coin? You couldn't have bought the first coin. How would you know when it got it? I didn't ever post the contract address. You'd have to have the contract address or find the. I mean, if you if you bought the coin that was or the token that was completely hidden the scam happened with, which it wasn't a big scam. I didn't put like a whole $1,000 of liquidity into the pool right away. I had a little bit in there, and Crypto Quarry Mining, one of our partner channels, and our main node validator for the project, he put some money in there, and we both kind of got zapped for a couple $100. But like I said, the token that I coded myself has been stable in the liquidity pool for 2 weeks. So, but as far as Robinhood is an exchange. I'm not talking about the exchanges it's going to be on. At some point, it's not very difficult. I already have things lined up to get the token on Pancake. Well, the token already is on PancakeSwap. Like I said, you could go get this token I'm referring to right now on PancakeSwap, but I don't want anybody to do that yet because we haven't built much value into it. We're just starting this project. You can't just create a money out of thin air and it have value, right? So we got to build the value into it. But yeah, instead of like what I'm talking about, it's not an exchange by being on Binance Smart Chain. It's not going to be on Binance Exchange unless we try to put it on Binance Exchange. But I already have things laid out to get it on Coinbase and a few other places after more volume comes in, more trading volume comes in to the coin. So it'll, you know, that's part of the white papers and part of the time it's going to take, where we've got to build that value, build the volume, and build some trust. And then we can get on the major exchanges, which doesn't take as long as you would think. Like I'm estimating we can, if we go with this token, then I'm estimating about 5 to 6 months before we can put the token on Coinbase. And of course, that's where you want to be, is on major exchanges. So, but anyway, you'll be hearing from your attorney. I don't know what your attorney's gonna say, because if you bought the coin before it was officially launched, you know, there's no social media or anything attached to it. So like you just bought a random coin. I didn't tell you to buy it. I didn't even give you the contract address to buy it. So there's nothing. Your lawyer just be like, well, you know, that's your fault, going and buying something that has nothing behind it. Look at you like an investor on Shark Tank. Hey man, that's how I'm looking at everybody, you know, for this project. I realize that the whole world is investors on Shark Tank. I'm the one presenting this project, but I want this project to be a group project, a community project. I want to be the main show of this. This is for decentralization and for traders for the rest of the time to be able to make something out of themselves and not have to pay for courses and all of that stuff. And the trading league would be pretty easy, I think, to code on Binance Chain as well. But yeah, if everybody's good with that, or if you don't care, you're like, whatever, just get me some Framework Fortune coins, then we'll just go with the token that is solid. But, I mean, I can create another token on a different chain. It's not that big of a deal. I found out very quickly that coding blockchain technology is actually not that difficult. So, I mean, I could always code another token if you guys have any objections to Binance. Chain, Binance Smart Chain. CI still holding $1. The EGY is just barely creeping still. Yep, NQ looking like it's probably going to die. Yeah, I believe I'm just going to hold on to what I got. I'm not going to look for any other trades with everything being sideways right now. I'll just keep my CEI, my INDO. INDO back down to 24. Could not break that 25, but still, in this consolidation, could easily try again, building a little bit of a higher low right there, possibly. Hey, Austin, how's it going? Sure, DB. My token, the framework fortune token, will be the next one in the garbage bin because there's 18,000 tokens. Because there can't be other tokens. There can't be other tokens or coins. That's not a possibility, is it, DB? It's got to be like the US dollar where every single unit of currency is the exact same, so and it's controlled by a central bank. The idea of controlling your own money doesn't sound like a good idea at all, does it, DB? What is going on here? Did I just duplicate that line? Alright, guys. Well, I believe I'm going to call it a day for the day trading stream, as, you know, there's not a whole lot going on. There's a ton of indecision in the markets, but I believe we're going to see some decision here very soon. So we'll see what we'll come back tomorrow. We'll see what happens here in a little bit. I will be live on the crypto channel for a crypto update, go through some technical analysis there, and see how all of those coins like Ethereum and Bitcoin, if they're going to be able to hold up. Because it seems to me we're decoupling or already decoupled from the NQ. But we'll see. Well, One Life and Daniel B, you can go read the white papers. You remember the white papers? The thing that is the investor presentation? No problem, Austin. I was a little late to the stream this morning, but I didn't see a ton going on, so I wasn't really in a hurry to get to it. As it's been pretty boring. Having any big breakouts, anything like that. At least I'm not seeing anything. CVFM. Oh, there was one. What did that break for? A private call to tip off select investors about cancer drug update, and it's below the 200. So I mean, that's like rumor news. That could easily get knocked down or come right back down. I'm gonna stick where I'm at. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, Baba. Now, I have studied and done my research, and I think there are three options that we could see happen in this year or next year as far as the U.S. economy. But I will be explaining those in a video at some point this week. But I only see three options at this point. Two of them you guys have heard some about. The third option, I did not think was going to be possible until recently. But keep be on the lookout for that video. And like I said, I'll be back here in just a little while on the crypto channel for a live crypto update. Appreciate. Okay, debate. Anyway, appreciate everybody joining me as always. You guys stay safe out there. And I'll appreciate all those like button hits. Very nice. Until next time.
This is war with the enemy. Think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me. I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally.